Hello everyone, and welcome to the Bristol Motor Speedway for our NASCAR Xfinity Series debut, where we qualified on the pole at Bristol and are already off to a commanding lead over Austin Hill and Jeb Burton, just driving away from the rest of the pack early in this race here at Bristol, driving the number 77 Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports as they promoted us to some part-time Xfinity Series competition. Going to be making 5 starts this season. Oh, we got a crash. The 53 is TJ McLaughlin and his teammate Patrick Emmerling and some other cars involved here down the backstretch. McLaughlin gets turned there by Timmy Hill up the track into the wall. He goes right down to Parker Retzloff. Natalie Decker piles in. Emmerling nowhere to go. They get into it as well, and that brings out the caution. And as I was saying about our 5 starts this season, we're going to have other starts at Talladega, Nashville, Stafford Speedway, and at Homestead Xfinity Series, as this runs an injunction to our Craftsman Truck Series season before we likely are going to make the move to full-time Xfinity Series racing in the next season. As we get back underway here on lap 6, we continue to pull away on the restart, having a very fast number 77 Premier Security Chevrolet here at Bristol, and is pulling away from the pack early in this run. But you can see here the grip starts to go away over a longer period of time over the long run, but still a very good lap right there. Lead the race right now by 0.7 of a second with Trent Austin Hill. But we got way too high on the racetrack right there. Going to allow the 21 of Hill to gain some time behind us as we go off into 3 and 4. Too hard, pushing into the wall. We go into the wall. We push it too hard into the wall. We continue to lead on the lap 9, just trying to hang on as the car is way too tight. We continue to slide up the racetrack. This time we're going to make a huge checkup. Austin Hill gaining time quickly. Sammy Smith right there behind him. They're tracking us down here for the race lead. We fall behind the 18. Sammy Smith to lead. We bounce off the wall right there. Hang on in front of the 20 miles an hour. Send underneath Sammy Smith. Slide job contact. The 18. Into the wall goes Sammy Smith. Hill takes the lead. We're racing the 45 of Jeffrey Earnhardt for position. Counting mate. Jeffrey Earnhardt up in the air. In the wall. Up in the air. Off of the barrier. A hard crash for Jeffrey Earnhardt. And the caution will wave here in Bristol. We turn the 45 of Earnhardt, head onto the outside wall. He hits the first wall, then the second wall, bounces him up in the air a little bit as he hits that wall, as we luckily avoid getting any major damage, only some minor cosmetic damage that really won't affect us on foot. I apologize to Jeffrey Earnhardt for turning him right there. Not what I meant to do. Big collision for him, sends Sammy Smith down the track, and Jeffrey Earnhardt's car is destroyed. We race back to the line. Behind us, we are 4, 5, 6 wide. Contact around goes Connor Mosack into Weatherman. They're spinning again. Kligerman. More cars into the outside wall. The chaos continues here at Bristol. Unbelievable. See, the 4 goes around, Mosack in it. You got Weatherman spinning, Jeb Burton. You got most of the guys in the outside lane here getting involved in this incident. Blaine Perkins also gets a piece of the O2 machines. There's just 3 wide. This just does not work here at Bristol, so you guys have to realize. And of course, ends up taking out a bunch of cars. See back here, look at the ARCA brakes back here. Big hits there. Allgaier, Earps, Joe Graff Jr., a bunch of guys piling in the back end of this. Got to work on their braking zones. It's back underway in lap 16. We stayed out on the racetrack as we were still scored as the race leader over Connor Mosack. So we're trying to hang on. As the caution is out, we got to pile up in turn 1. Looks like it is a 20. John Hunter Nemechek has been involved in this. It looks like it starts all the way with Ryan Sieg and the 35 of Patrick Emmerling. Come out of turn 4. Emmerling gets turned by Sieg right hard up the track into Nemechek, Brett Moffitt, and Timmy Hill. A big hit for Hill, Emmerling, and Nemechek, and of course Ty Gibbs piles in, not knowing what he is doing behind the wheel of a car. As we get bounce off the fence, hold the lead over Connor Mosack. Now back at it on lap number 23. Lead over the 11 of Daniel Hemrick. Sorry, Hemrick's a lap car. Lead over Joe Graff Jr. and Kaz Gralla, the top 3 at the moment, as we try to hang on some older worn tires. As we were pretty low behind us, we got cars in the wall. That is Emmerling into the pack there. They go big wreck behind us. Sieg up in the air, up and over goes Ryan Sieg, upside down. Anthony Alfredo is collected. Emmerling, Brandon Jones, Riley Earps, Kyle Sieg is in it. Connor Mosack, Ryan Ellis, Chandler Smith, Jeb Burton. The big one strikes at Bristol in turn 3 here in the first 25 laps of this race. See, Alfredo, Brandon Jones were just reacting to the 98 to 53 and a hard crash up here up the racetrack. Both Sieg cars get some air. Ryan Sieg ends up upside down. Then ARCA brakes by Allgaier and Sam Mayer are going to end their races, and a whole bunch of cars just DNF from the big one right there. As we continue to survive and advance by leading this race on lap 29, we lead once again on the restart. Business as usual for us. Nothing new, leading the way comfortably so. Just looking to try to get a very good run. Our Xfinity debut, we pound the fence out of turn 2. The worn tire is really starting to affect us now. To see how high up the racetrack we slide. Hemrick is underneath this counting mate. We're going to slide. We're going to save it. What a save here at Bristol. We somehow saved the car from wrecking as the caution comes out behind us. A little bit of contact there. That brings out the caution. Looks like Brandon Jones, Joe Graff, and Chandler Smith had an incident. Oh, Brandon Jones had a big hit here as he's racing Natalie Decker. Decker turns Brandon Jones. He goes up hard on the outside, bounces off of it in the air, gets drilled by Joe Graff, and lands on the hood of Chandler Smith. Big crash there. And I'm going to replay here for us here the save that we just made as right before they wrecked behind us here. Going to 3 and 4. You can see in slow-mo, Hemrick just gets underneath us. We're trying to get the best camera angle here. He clips us. We slide up the track. We go. We save it. Get a full view from this camera angle. You see, we're trying to hold the bottom. The car just got off the bottom. When it finally turned, Hemrick got into us, and we managed to save it. So very impressive save by ourselves here at Bristol as we continue to have a strong run in our NASCAR Xfinity Series debut. Leading, dominating. Now we pitted to get fresh tires, repairs, all the good stuff. The 53 of CJ McLaughlin is leading. What an upset this would be if McLaughlin wins here in Bristol. So now we go 3 wide to 27 of Burton. Oh, and we spin. Sorry, the 21 Austin Hill. We go spinning of the 21 Austin Hill. We go around here, 2 aggressive 3 wide, clip the 21 Austin Hill, and that just spins us around here down the back stretch. Luckily, no damage sustained. No, there's always a huge pile up in front of us, and the carnage continues here in Bristol. More cars are crashing. This Alfredo again. See what happens here is Anthony Alfredo is racing Ty Gibbs and Kligerman, who clips. Look at how much air time for Gibbs flying through the air. Sheldon Creed upside down. A hellacious crash in turn 3 at Bristol for Sheldon Creed and Ty Gibbs. Big hit there for Jeremy Clements. Kaz Gralla piles in. The 44 of Honeyman, Brett Moffat are all collected. See here, Kligerman just clipped Gibbs, turned him into Alfredo, and look at that hit by the 19 and the 2. Massive flips for Creed and Ty Gibbs, and another good chunk of race cars getting taken out from this wreck. And in a moment, you're going to see myself come flying by here on the outside, past all the wrecked out race cars and past all the slow cars, running back out of the racetrack as we managed to beat Ty Gibbs back to the line right there and get some track position up in the 9th position now with 49 laps to go in. Sorry, 59 laps to go in this race. Still got a long way to go, only 42 laps in, and we've been an absolute wreck fest of a race so far. Oh, we slide into Decker in the wall. She goes to wrecking in front of us. We're wrecking here, and a massive crash has erupted here at Bristol again. See, Alfredo is collected again. Poor dude can't catch a break right now. As that wreck started opposite after I'd already clipped Natalie Decker, he gets turned up. No, actually up there it starts with the 07 of Parsons getting turned by Sammy Smith, then he gets turned by Hemrick, and everyone else is piling. And see me getting to Natalie Decker there. Not what we wanted to do. As we just got right half the corner, cars bounce off the wall. We hit the inside wall, sent Decker, and look at this wreck avoidance by myself, shooting the gap right there between Daniel Hemrick and Anthony Alfredo, making it through and side on the outside of Kyle Sieg, racing back to the line, I believe, in the 7th position. Now we stay out and restart in the race lead here at Bristol behind Riley Earps, trying to stay on the lead lap. Now down to just 53 to go here at Bristol, where I think we're going to make it to the halfway point. An absolute wrecked fest of an Xfinity Series race, trying to hang on for track position. The lead, oh, they're wrecking behind us. We got big problems. And oh my goodness, Sammy Smith and Leland Honeyman are stuck in the inside wall. They have been wedged inside of that wall in a crazy turn of events. Look at how high Sammy Smith's car is in the air as him and Leland Honeyman got turned by Moffitt. And look at this hit, and they just get stuck in the wall. And look how high in the air Moffitt goes after that. What a hellacious crash here in Bristol. Unbelievable race we are witnessing. Oh, we had a problem back there. We saved it. We're going to restart the lead here again on lap 54. Throw an aggressive block on the 9 of Brandon Jones, making it past halfway. He gets back around us as we get loose on the bottom side of the racetrack. Custer going to get by us. A little bit of contact back there behind us with Stephen Parsons and Josh Williams. They all keep it organized. And cautions out on the racetrack. We got another crash as once again they're wrecking behind us here in Bristol. This time, oh, don't tell me Anthony Alfredo again. Yep, Alfredo and Retzloff get in this one, as well as the 4 of Smithley. And we get past here, trying to beat and bang on Stephen Parsons, but do take the lead back at the start-finish line. Now back underway with 41 laps to go on to lap 60. We've had such a strong performance in our rookie debut. We have won the first 2 stages, because I don't really know when they ended during the race, but we did win the first 2 stages when I looked at the post-race results. Afterwards, we got a crash behind us. Kligerman going to get hit by Custer. Custer into the wall. Gralla as well. Caution out again. Oh, big problems. We are spinning. We are crashing down the front stretch. Multiple cars, including myself. Our car, all of a sudden, what has happened? We have crashed big time here in Bristol. You see the 07 of Stephen Parsons. We come down into him. He clips us. He gets hit by the 53 of McLaughlin, and then slides right into us, up into us. We get sent spinning into the outside wall. A little bit of front end damage, and then back down to Ryan Ellis. Hard hit right there. Clements then hits us, and everyone back here is piling in. And all of a sudden, our car is severely damaged here at Bristol. After really a self-mistake there by hitting the wall and then trying to come down the track to hold onto the lead. We hit Parsons, crunch him down, and then the 53 spinning into me. I had nothing control over that right there, and then we just get clipped. And it probably should have stayed up against the outside wall, but instead we turned down into Ryan Ellis and Jeremy Clements. And then watch this, we get hit again as we try to turn it back around as we burn down here by the 53 of McLaughlin. Clips us. We were trying to get back going the right direction, but the car wanted to do a burnout. So not a good sign here late in this race here at Bristol. We are struggling with the grip and staying contentious. Now we get crashed here, and we are under caution once again in Bristol. Now we move on to lap 65. We are starting on the 9th position, the last car in the lead lap, all the way at the back of the line, trying to find some way to get through the chaos here. Get us back in contention. The outside of Casgrau into McLaughlin, into the fence he goes. A little bit physical. My mistake there. Didn't mean to do that. Apologize to McLaughlin. Now our intention to get into him there and put him in the wall. As I try to chase down Hemrick and Grallop had a very good 3 and 4 right there. Beautiful exit of the corner. Go inside 3 wide. Super aggressive move to the back of the 92. Josh Williams into the wall he goes. We get clipped into Hemrick, who gets wiped out. Caution will wave again. As now we try to race back to the line to get every position possible. Here we go underneath McLaughlin and Austin Hill. 3 wide racing here. Now we're going to cross over underneath John Hart Nemechek. Send it into him. Contact made. And we take the 3rd position now. Back underway on lap 73 on the outside. Stephen Parsons as Riley Earps is leading. We try to go on the outside of Parsons. Make it work. There's some contact. Up into the wall goes Parsons. A huge hit for both of us. He is now stuck and wedged into the fence at Bristol. The 3rd car that has happened to tonight. The 07 of Stephen Parsons, we clip him, send him ahead on the outside wall. We get drilled hard off of him, and they get hit hard by the cars behind us of Jeffrey Earnhardt and Natalie Decker and cause a huge crash. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it, folks, for us. This crash is going to eliminate us from contention and from the race completely, as the engine has been killed from that contact, so we are done here in Bristol. Go on board with myself right now, getting into him. Bang, look at that hit, and we get absolutely drilled. You can get another look at it here, the full view from the on board here. We skip Stephen Parsons, and look at this hit and all the hits we got drilled right there. And with all the previous damage that we had from that previous crash, the car just couldn't take it no more. And our Xfinity Series debut will end with a DNF and a wreck-filled race at Bristol, where we performed very strongly, leading the most laps and winning the first two stages, sweeping the stages 1 and 2. Seeing onboard Parker Retzloff, watch his view of this. You can see myself come down into Parsons, and look at this hellacious crash, and boom, he somehow gets on the brakes and is going to escape pretty much scot-free. Incredible wreck avoidance by him, but it's over for us, folks. We are done. We tried, we got back into contention, we did our best to hang in there, but it just wasn't enough, and our run comes to an end, and we'll have to wait till our next start at Talladega in the Xfinity car to hopefully complete a race and get a top 10, top 5, maybe even a win if everything goes right. Car completely stopped. We are done. We are out of the race, and that gives the lead over to Riley Earps, who's going to get passed by Brandon Jones. We go on the white flag, final lap. Semi-Credible Bank here at Bristol for Brandon Jones in the 9. Looking for the win here in Bristol. It doesn't mean really anything because we're only making 5 starts, only showing 5 races. But through 3 and 4 for the final time, the only car in the lead lap, Brandon Jones wins at Bristol. And now we're going to look at the race results. Let's start your screen. You see we ended up DNFing in the 19th position, so we still get a top 20 finish in our Xfinity Series debut, but so many cars crashed out. That is just a natural occurrence due to the circumstances that we were placed in. And so until the next episode, I hope you all have a good one.